speakers, right? And
Yes.
you're also a vendor as well as
Yes, ma'am.
for the event. So tell us, why did you choose to be, first and foremost, who are you? Can you introduce yourself to the
Sure.
listeners and viewers?
Yeah, my name is Patrick Tuttle. I'm the owner of a company called The Ranking Store. The title kind of tells you the whole thing. We are in business to help small businesses get ranked, get leads, and have more profit.
Okay, so how long have you been doing this for?
We've been doing this for the last 8 years.
8 years. That's awesome. So what made you decide to get into this business?
I had a small business that wasn't ranking for very well, and I found a gentleman who knew a little bit about the business, so we got together and we figured it all out, and now we have about 2,500 people that pay us every month.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So it went from zero to hero.
Now, when you say ranking, what exactly do you mean by ranking?
Well, anybody that has a small business
Sure.
needs leads and customers.
Yes, absolutely.
And so all of you out there, when you are looking for something, you're typing in, I need a plumber.
Yeah.
I need a roofer. I need a hair salon. I need my nails done. Right?
Very true. Yes.
And so when you do that, Google is going to show you the people that have done the best job and who are nearest to you, so that you don't have to travel so far to find what you're looking for. So
Yes.
it's a circumference situation.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So the rankings aren't necessarily, is it just Google?
Generally speaking, it has been mostly in Google. You have Bing for Copilot,
Okay.
for Microsoft as well.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the majority of business has been through Google.
That's
Yes.
wonderful. Okay, so then my next question for you is,
Mhm.
with all of that, how are you're now in AI, right? So there's a AI component.
No, I'm
correct?
real. I'm real.
Are you AI?
I'm real.
Oh, okay, just checking. So, because you're going to be speaking about AI on the stage today, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about, how does AI work with this?
Well, AI is really kind of a concept that suggests that we have ulterior opportunities of intelligence.
Okay.
And the reason that it works is because AI is technical. It can scan 1 billion characters a second. It can scan, 100 combinations of everything. You and I can't do that. But what it doesn't have a mind, and it doesn't have a heart, and it doesn't have logic. When you combine the two things together by using the technical data that you can gather in an instant, bring that together into how we think about that data for our customers and clients,
Sure.
we now can find out all the things that we need to know to rank our customers higher, faster, and better to get more leads.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Okay. So why the XPS Summit? What made you choose?
Well, I
this
was here
summit?
last year, and
Okay.
Martha's kind of contagious.
A little. Yeah.
And she and I are working together with her AI to build her AI program out here.
Okay.
And with the new technologies that are available, we're actually cloning Martha.
Oh my. Oh
Okay.
my. Are you sure you want to do that? No, I'm just joking.
We're cloning her persona.
I
Okay.
got it. So, and I know that she creates algorithms for AI, correct? Because she's a doctor, and I forget the
Right.
Engineering side of things. But
Yes.
that is pretty cool. So you're going to clone Martha's personality.
Correct. And her voice.
And her voice.
Completely her voice.
I love Martha, but that's a little scary. No, just joking. That's scary that people could do that.
Yeah, no, but a lot of people are afraid of it.
Of course.
Okay. But there's really nothing to be afraid, because if you play with your Chat GTP, or you play with your Copilot, or you play with anything that is AI related, you'll notice in a very, very small instance of time, you just get back feedback and you get back data.
Sure. Okay.
So with just feedback and data, what are you going to do?
Okay.
It's just feedback and it's just data.
Sure.
It's like looking at an Excel spreadsheet.
Sure. Okay.
So then it really takes the combination of the two of us, it as technical, us as heart and mind, to put it together to make it useful for a business. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I can understand why people might be scared of it, right? People are, when the TV first came out, I'm sure people were scared of it too, and they called it the devil's box or something, right?
Exactly.
So I'm sure that's exactly what happened. So anything that's new, it's always a scary thing for people. right?
Absolutely. And quite frankly, everybody should be cautious
Sure.
of not just AI itself, but other people using it for nefarious reasons.
Okay.
Okay. And there's a lot of way to get all this data that we have. And then you could get like an email that says your bank account is low.
Sure.
Or you can get an email that says you have a traffic ticket that's not been paid.
Sure.
And you're like, well, when did I ever get a traffic ticket that wasn't paid? So, all right, I'll pay the $16.
Yeah. I love to verify.
Right?
I like, oh, really? I owe you money? Let's make
Right.
sure. Let's check. Let's call you, right?
But when that happens now, because you have the opportunity to get into your AI, you can take that email address, you can take that content, you can put it into your chat GTP, and you can say, verify that this is real.
Wow.
You can verify the address that it came from. You can verify the phone number that it came from.
Okay. And so I know that you had a business yourself as an entrepreneur, and you wanted more leads, right? And that's why you created this. Have you always been an entrepreneur?
I think I had one paycheck once when I was about 20.
Oh, wow.
That's about it.
So you've been a full-blown entrepreneur for all these years.
Yep.
And what advice would you give somebody that's thinking of entrepreneurship?
Wow. If you have fear in your life, don't do it.
Oh, okay.
If you are, if you're not overzealous and you get excited about things and you want to learn things and you want to help others that will help yourself, in terms of your business, because if you're in business for yourself, what generally are you doing? You're helping other people.
Yeah.
You are in business to do your nails, or you're in business to do somebody's hair. You're in business to do their plumbing. So you're actually in business to serve other people.
Sure.
Not just to earn, it's to serve.
And I love that concept, right? Because a lot of times when people go into business, they are going into business because they want to earn.
Right.
Right. But I think sometimes it's helpful when you see it as I'm serving. It makes it a lot easier, especially for those tougher times, right? Because they're going to be tougher times.
Always
in
will
business,
be.
Right. So what are the things that we can expect from you when you're going on stage today at the summit?
Well, today on the summit, we are going to launch Martha's AI persona.
Oh, wow. On stage.
Yes.
Okay. This is exciting.
And if this works, I've already built it. We're going to call our AI Martha robot.
Okay.
Is going to call the people that are in the conference.
Wow.
On their phone while she's standing on the stage saying, hi.
Oh, wow. That's going to be interesting.
Will be phone calling people in the audience with her own voice, talking to them about the summit.
Wow, you think people are going to go bananas? No, just joking. That is going to be very fascinating to watch on stage. So can I
give you a caution?
For sure.
This technology is becoming so good.
Okay.
Your mother will not know it's not you.
Wow. Your mother will not know it's not you.
I'm dead serious. And this is something I'm saying as a warning to people.
Okay.
So one of the things that we're doing, that we're teaching all the people that we're working with, is every family should have a wacko password.
A wacko password.
Like what color is the sun?
Okay.
Purple.
Okay.
Because I've already cloned your voice while we're talking.
That's creepy.
My phone cloned your voice already.
I want to hear this.
Okay. Metaphorically speaking, I could do this.
Okay.
And then when I go home, I can create any message that I want with your voice, send it to anybody that I want who knows you, and you just lost the password to your bank account, so you're calling your mom for the password.
Oh, wow.
And she will not know it's not you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's really great stuff about it.
Yeah.
But if we're not actively participating in helping people understand the pitfalls of what we can fall into and to be cautious about it, I know what I'm doing, and I just lost $100,000.
Wow.
And I know what I'm doing. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it's that good.
It's that great. So you're saying, so for warning, right? For everyone that's listening.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, right.
But just be warned.
Be warned. Well, I think this is great. If anyone wants to get in touch with you, where would they get in touch with you? How can they connect with you?
Our website's therankingstore.com.
Okay.
And like I said, we generate leads for businesses. We generate SEO for businesses. We rank them on the Bing. We rank them on Google, and we build their whole persona on AI.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Patrick.
All right.
I really appreciate you coming on today and just sharing some of your expertise and supporting the XBS Summit.
Yeah.
So definitely, we're going to take a quick
That's
short
awesome.
break and bring another person that's here at the summit. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
Thank you.
Kick off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out, every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
Looking to set sail on your dream vacation? Cruises International has you covered. Specializing in land and sea getaways, they're here to make your vacation unforgettable. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, they offer personalized service with a global network of specialists to ensure your trip is tailor-made just for you. Call today at 800-255-7447 to speak with a cruise and vacation expert. And don't miss Travel Tuesdays on WRMN AM 1410 every first Tuesday of the month from 11 to 12 p.m. on Out to Lunch. That's Cruises International. Your vacation, your way.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We are back. We are with another guest. Super excited. So, for those that are watching and listening to WRMN 1410, the Wise Coffee Chat Show with Jennifer Sanchez. If you want to learn more about me, go to wisealliancenetwork.com and learn more. But I'm super excited to be here with our next guest, who's a holistic. What would you call yourself?
I'm a mixed modality practitioner.
A mixed modality practitioner. I have never heard that. Can you introduce yourself to the viewers and listeners, please?
Yeah, my name is Tyson Coons. I'm owner and operator of Rabbit Hole Wellness. It's stationed in Utah, Sandy, Utah to be exact. And I own a holistic healing center there. Mixed modality practitioner means I have many different modalities in regards to helping people with trauma. And I help people manage pain and inflammation, anxiety, sleep issues. And I also help people relate to others and build trust and to establish safety within their relationships.
Okay, so trauma meaning not physical, emotional.
All sorts of trauma.
All sorts of trauma.
Yeah.
So in this practice that you have, you're located out of where, Utah?
In Sandy, Utah.
Sandy, Utah.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to name it Rabbit Hole?
Well, that is a very interesting story. We first were a business that was called Beehive Buds Wellness Center.
Okay.
And that was because we're in the beehive state and we believe in the hive mentality.
Okay.
Okay. And then we actually split from one of our business partners. It was a unique situation that occurred.
Sure.
But when we opened up the hive, we realized there was a rabbit hole there. And
sure.
having a rabbit hole established us to be able to go and venture down many avenues of healing and not just centered around one piece.
Sure.
So even this conversation, in a sense, is a rabbit hole.
Oh, okay.
So we could deep dive as far as you want to go, Jennifer.
Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting, right? Because, you know, me with my ADHD, I can go into a lot of rabbit holes.
Exactly.
Right? Now, you're going to say that's connected to some type of trauma, maybe?
Not at all, but I'm just going to say that's a unique characteristic of you, you know? And so we'd like to venture down every single rabbit hole you'd like to go down.
Oh, okay. So in the sense of working with people with trauma, right? So like, let's say someone comes to you and they're dealing with some mental health issues, right? Depression, anxiety, and how do you serve them?
The best way I can serve anybody who walks through my door or clicks my link or sets up a session with me is to first establish trust.
Okay, first
and then establish safety. Because people with trauma, people that have anxiety, people that have any type of issue like that, the first thing that they need to do is be able to trust the person that they're seeking help from.
Okay.
And when you're asking these things of me, what you're really asking me to do is become a mirror of what you have going on.
Okay.
And so the mirror that you want to establish, it should be one that is trusting and one that is safe. And for you, that may mean many different things, you know, but I like to figure out for that individual person what that means for them and then how I can accommodate. And if we can't establish trust or safety, then we don't go forward until we do that.
Oh, okay. So I love that.
And before we move on, it may not be me who you work with, you know,
Okay.
maybe your trauma or your anxiety, it has to do with a man, you know. And so I have women that I work with that are working alongside me too. And sometimes it's best to put a woman in place to work with another woman.
So, I mean, this is really interesting. So I mean, I might have asked you, and now I'm trying to think, right? You started this. What's your background, actually? Because your title is unique. What's your background?
My background is I'm a certified peer support specialist, and I'm an ex-addict.
Okay.
You know, I'm an ex-gang member.
Okay.
I'm healing in all those different aspects. I have a lived experience in many of these forms, and that's how I reach people.
Okay.
Because I stand on the mountain of my lived experience.
Okay, that's and how long have you had your practice for?
So this is 8 years now.
Oh wow!
And 4.5 years with our brick and mortar.
Okay. So what brought you to the XPS Summit? What made you come here? Because you're from Utah.
Most definitely. I was formally invited from Danae Chappelle.
Okay.
She asked me to come out to be part of her wellness panel.
Okay, that's awesome. So you're part of the wellness panel. So what is your goal at the XPS Summit? What are you trying to bring here for people to become aware of what?
My goal is to look at the youth and with brand new eyes.
Okay.
To be able to, because that's where my trauma started, was me as a youth, you know. And during that trauma, I didn't have any adults or any authority figures that reached out to me and was able to help accommodate me in my situation and build trust for me.
Okay.
I was put in a box.
Okay.
In multiple ways, more than one.
Okay.
I was locked up in juvenile centers. I was locked up in the prison system too. So I have actually been a victim of the societal structures that are put in place.
Wow.
And so I want to start the conversation and give a new way of communicating to the youth.
Okay.
And then if we're going to help the youth, you know, we're going to help the young adults too. And those are going to turn into really good adults as well. And I also want to give parents and people that are in those authoritarian places, give them tools to look at the youth too.
Wow. So I love that you're doing that. You want to go kind of with the youth. You want to work more with the youth first, right? Do you have youth programs?
Most definitely.
Okay.
So in Utah, I have a disposition set up with a few counties where any troubled youth, I do it in quotation mark because I don't see them as troubled. I just see that they don't know their place yet. I have instead of them getting locked up into a secure care facility, they can actually go through my coaching program and get credit for time served. I'm also teaching at a nonprofit dance studio called Junction Dance Studio, mind-body bridging class. It's a required class that each dance student has to take, and it's a year-long commitment.
That is pretty cool.
And there's no dancing. I do dance. I'm a break dancer.
I was going to say, yeah. So wait, do you dance?
Yeah. Hip-hop is actually what saved my life.
hip hop saved your life.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So even when I got out of jail, I had to do something just to help with my addictions and help with my anger and all that stuff. I'm 20 years old, and I remembered as a kid growing up in the house parties that we had, my aunts, my mom, all the ladies in there, they were doing the electric slide. You know, we're doing the boot scoot boogie. We're doing all these group dances. And then as I got into 5th and 6th grade, the Polynesians around me, they were always popping. I don't know if you know what popping is.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's waving, but popping is like
yeah.
different. You know, you got to pop the body.
I just know they did something
That's
like
good
that.
though. You know, you're on point. You're on point. But I remember doing that. And so when I was locked up, I was actually in the hole. When I was locked up, I just remembered that, man, that made me feel so good, you know. But when I started using drugs, I got so far away from that. Sure. And so as I got out, I was like, how do I stay sober? How do I do this? And I just started breaking. I just started dancing. I didn't know what I was doing. I just, whatever I saw in music videos, I started doing that. And within 4 years, I was teaching classes, doing private lessons. I was traveling the world, breaking, you know. And that's how I found my place. That's how I learned how to express myself, was through dance. And about 30, that's when I started to learn how to use my voice, you know. But I still stand on that mountain. The hip hop saved my life, you know. And so I continue to move energy that way, you know. And I
almost want to ask if you can do some breakdancing right now.
You got your guy in some tight clothes with some Doc Martens, you know. Yeah, I could do a lot of different stuff, you know, but I don't want to rip my pants before my big talk.
No. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Jennifer, just take it easy on me, okay?
I was like, we're here now. Look at all this floor. I mean, it sounds really exciting. Yeah. I'm like, I want to see something now, but no, I understand.
I appreciate that.
Totally. No, that's super cool. So the breakdancing, the dance. So you said kids that get out of juvie get credit for taking your program?
With the dispositions that are set up, they have an option. Do you want to go into secure care?
Okay.
Or do you want to go through Tyson's coaching program at Rabbit Hole Wellness?
Wow.
And get credit for time served?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that you're doing this and that you're giving back. So XPS Summit, you're invited to be on the panel. Are you looking, you know, as far as what are you looking to accomplish also in addition by being here, right? Like how's the event overall? What are your thoughts?
That's a kind of a multiple choice question right there. So the event overall is great. You know, I really like the people that have come out, the speakers. Daniel Gomez is leading really well. Martha's amazing, you know, and all the people that have come up have been really nice. My goal for coming here is to let people know I exist. You know, let people know that I'm a resource. I am a world traveler. I travel all across the world to help people with trauma in regards to just communication. I do Zoom sessions.
I was about to ask that because we're in Chicago.
No, I do Zoom sessions.
Chicagoland.
And if it's worth it, if we can make it happen, I will fly out and facilitate anything that's needed. And then I do worldwide retreats as well.
Okay, so thank you so much for being here. If anyone wants to connect with you, where would they connect with you?
So the best place to connect is probably through Instagram. ShootFreshTK is my personal Instagram. RabbitHole.wellness is my business Instagram. And then you can check out RabbitHole.love, our website, and sign up for our newsletter and just get tapped in.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys, we're bringing someone else up. Be with us for a second. Don't touch that dial.
Thank you so much.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Cintas. A 5-story condo building in Naperville was evacuated Sunday night after a fire broke out. Firefighters were called to the 100 block of South Washington Street just before 8 p.m. after flames were seen coming from the roof of the condo building. The fire was extinguished just after 8:30 a.m. No one was hurt in the blaze, which was estimated to have caused $20,000 in damage to the building. Deli products sold at Kroger supermarkets have been recalled amid concerns over possible contamination with listeria. The recall affects basil pesto bow tie salads and smoked mozzarella penne salads, according to a company announcement issued over the weekend. The products were sold at deli counters by weight and also in prepackaged portions at self-service cases in 1,860 stores across 28 states, including Illinois. The Kane County Health Department has awarded $300,000 in state opioid response money to local organizations working to prevent opioid overdoses, expand access to treatment, and support recovery services. The Daily Herald reports recipients include the Association for Individual Development's Opioid Prevention Project and Street Outreach, Ecker Center, including its recovery cafes, Gateway Foundation, Greater Family Health, the Kane County Sheriff's Office for its A Way Out program, Lighthouse Recovery, and Serenity House. 6 men are facing charges after an undercover prostitution detail, according to Aurora Police. Between 4 and 9 p.m. on September 23rd, members of the Special Operations Group and Community-Oriented Policing Unit conducted a prostitution reversal detail in downtown Aurora after the department received complaints of prostitution activity. A female officer posed as a sex worker and was solicited by 6 men, according to officials. 5 men were from Aurora, ages 72, 69, 58, 46, and 43, and a 50-year-old man was from Dalton. All were arrested and cited with solicitation of a sexual act and given notices to appear in court. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer. Let's go!
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
This is Larry Jones, and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit? Or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400, and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, sunny with a high near 63, with temperatures falling to around 60 in the afternoon. This afternoon, sunny with temperatures falling to around 60. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 40. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 65, and mostly clear tomorrow night with a low around 42. Currently, it is 58 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-1313. 800-791-1313.
All right, we are here. You are listening to WRMN 1410 AM. You're watching the Wise Coffee Chat Show. I'm Jennifer Sanchez. I'm here with someone else at the XPS Summit that I'm excited to introduce you, the MC of the event. Such an honor to be with this man here. So can you introduce yourself to the listeners and the viewers?
Well, Jennifer, first of all, thank you for having me on this amazing show. My name is Daniel Go with Inspires, and I believe that you have a purpose in your life bigger than you can ever imagine. You know what breaks my heart, Jennifer? So many people, they dream small, they think small, because they were never taught to get a bigger vision for their life.
Wow. So you encourage people to dream big, right? That's why your brand is called The Millionaire Mind, or
Yes.
The Makings of a Millionaire Mind. So how did you fall into this arena of business?
Well, if you would have asked me 10 years ago that if somebody would have told me, Daniel, you're going to be speaking all over the world, you're going to inspire thousands literally, and you're going to sell thousands and thousands of books, I would have said, Jennifer, you got the wrong dude. But by God's grace, through
Amen.
a challenge, right? Ladies and gentlemen, you need to start seeing your challenges and your problems and adversity in a different light. My wife was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2017.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it literally brought me to my knees as a grown man, 44 years old.
Okay.
And my whole life just did a 180.
Wow.
And that's where the idea came from, because I resigned to take care of her as a woman, right?
Yeah.
She had a double mastectomy.
Okay.
And as a woman, you lose your breast, you lose your identity. She got depressed.
Oh, no.
So I had to make a decision as a man. Was I going to man up and take care of her? Or was I going to hire somebody to take care of her? So I manned up.
Wow, you manned up. So you chose to take care of her.
Yes.
Left your job. And so I can only imagine what's going in your mind, right? What made you, how did you survive? How did you go from there? Where did you go from there?
Well, the truth is this, it wasn't just a job, it was my career. I was making $250,000 a year.
Okay.
And many people make the excuse, well, I want to start my business, I want to do this, but they use their kids' responsibilities as an excuse. So when I resigned, we had a little bit of a savings, but not too much. But then I was going to go back to work.
Yeah.
And God says, no, you're done. You're done running dealerships. You're done doing what you're doing.
Okay.
And I want you to be a speaker, a motivational speaker. And you know what? Everybody laughed.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were like, I'm not going back to work. I'm going to be a motivational speaker.
Just like that. My wife thought I was crazy because she had just had a double mastectomy.
Sure.
And she said, okay, right? She said it out on the surface, but inside she says, like, what the heck's Daniel think? She tells me that now, but then she really thought I lost it. Like, how are we going to survive, right? How are we going to do it? But
well, yeah, because it's such a fragile time, right, in your life. And then you're like, I'm going to be a motivational speaker. She's like, what are you thinking, right? I can only imagine. So, I mean, now to learn more about you, you're a Latino man, which I love that you're doing this. You travel all over the world. You have your brand. You said something offline. You said, branding is a big deal, right?
Yes.
Like, so because I've recognized your logo. I said that. I was like, I've seen this before, but I just don't know where. And I was like, did you come last year? But you weren't here last year, right?
No. So in business, you got to realize that there's two brands: your personal brand and your business brand. My speaking brand, my brand, Daniel Gomez, is Daniel Gomez Inspires.
Sure.
So we have our Shield of Faith with DG. That's my speaking brand, my brand. And then the Makings of a Millionaire Mind, we trademarked it. That's our business coaching brand, our book brand. And it has, right, like you said, you don't know Daniel, but I've seen the brand.
I've seen this, yeah.
And that's why people don't understand that sometimes your brand can be bigger than you.
And I mean, I love that, right? Because people don't realize, we had this conversation, everything you do is part of your brand.
Yes.
The way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, even your personal brand, right? What you post on social media, right? And I was just having this conversation with someone yesterday, like, dude, you're putting these pictures and I'm getting this message from you that's part of your personal brand. So you've been very mindful of your brand because you want people to know you make millionaires, correct?
Yeah. So the thing is this, right? Everybody wants change, but they don't want to change.
Sure.
Because the hardest thing is change.
Sure.
But in order for things to change, one must change.
Of course.
And the process, I call it from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And in business, you have the caterpillar mindset, which is the employee mindset. And to fly in business like the butterfly, you got to develop that business mindset. What I didn't realize is this. I knew a lot about business because I ran businesses. I ran multi-million-dollar Chevrolet dealerships.
Wow.
But you don't know it because sometimes you're so in the mess of what you're doing every day. I'm busy, right? But automatically you're doing it. So when I took a step back when my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, I'm like, well, ain't you getting paid to speak? They're like, no. They're like, you are? I'm like, yeah. Why would it? What? But that was my way of thinking. That was my philosophy. And so many people get into business thinking like an employee, and they wonder why their business isn't going anywhere. See, because I don't just speak. My mindset was I'm going to build a speaking business, and you got to think business, think empire. But some people think, well, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try it. You can't try it because if you try it, you ain't going to make it.
I just want to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to experiment and throw myself out here. Yeah, you have to have a plan. You have to have a vision. And the vision has to be greater than you. I totally agree with that, what I love that's part of your messaging. So how long did it take, going back to your story, you said, I'm going to be a motivational speaker. How long did it take from that moment to hit your first million in that arena?
So from that moment to hit the first million, it took us 4 years.
4 years.
4 years, right? And the thing is that when you give God something to bless, he'll bless it.
Oh,
right? When you
I
give
like
God something to
that.
bless, he'll bless it. And the second part of that is you got to get out of God's way. Because this is why. It's not going to look the way you think it's going to look, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to look the way you expect it to look. And when it shows up looking like a problem or a challenge, people don't want to deal with it. So it was a 4.5-year journey to get to that point.
Wow.
And the thing is this, many get there,
yeah,
but they can't maintain it.
Oh, okay. I heard that,
Does that
when
make
you make your
sense?
first million, it's the hardest, but after that, it gets easier. So you're saying maintaining it is hard.
Many lose it. Think about a lot of the people that we've known, that you've personally known, that they had a big month or a big year.
Yeah.
And then like there's many reasons, but I'll give you a couple of the top 3 reasons. Imposter syndrome sets in, so you don't feel you're worthy of it, right? Then the third one is you don't feel you deserve it, so you start self-sabotaging yourself. And the other one, if you grow too quick, you don't have the capacity to maintain it. So it's like you're wasting water, and you lose the blessings of business because, right? If put it this way, if you're a 1 cup individual, there's no way you can have a 1 gallon business.
Wow. Wait, that's a mic drop right there, guys. And say that one more time.
If you're a 1 cup individual, there's no way you can have a 1 gallon business. You don't have the capacity for that.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
amazing. I love that analogy, right? Because there's a lot of people that go into business, right? The first 5 years, most businesses fail, right?
Yes.
Statistically. And then if you make the first 5 years, you're statistically greater chances to fail the following 5 years,
Yeah.
right? But it's because they only have 1 cup.
Yeah, you're a 1 cup capacity individual, and you're expecting to have a 1 gallon business, and it doesn't work that way, because that's where the change goes. That's from the caterpillar to the butterfly, and many don't want to do that journey. It's painful.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but
Sure.
it's doable. You know why? Because I'm nobody special. I just was obedient to what God put in my heart, and crazy enough to believe it for myself.
And you followed your dreams, and look where you're
Yeah.
at. So you've traveled all over the world teaching people.
And I want to say something on that, right? Because I'm
Go
a
for
Christian,
it.
right? I'm a believer.
Awesome, me too.
And what I don't want to, hate's a strong word, but I hate when believers say this.
Okay.
Well, I'm just waiting on God. No.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
God is waiting on you.
Ooh.
We say we have faith. We say
Today's
we have
Sunday?
faith. We say we have faith, but we don't activate the faith.
Oh.
There's no faith without works. You got to take that step. And if you think a story, right? Because I use a lot of biblical terms in my business coaching, because there's wisdom in the book of knowledge,
course,
right?
Yeah.
So why did God tell the Hebrews to step into the Jordan River at flood state? It wasn't low state, it was flood state. Because that's where, right, you got to break those terror barriers, that fear. And most people, because, right, if God can't trust you to step in the water, how can he trust you with millions?
Woo. I'm gonna draw my mic again. That is so
Boom, baby,
good.
let's go.
That is so good. Wow. So I think you're being also bold, right? Using your faith. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, like, I'm a believer as well. So, like, biblically, there's a lot that tells you about being successful and making money and building wealth, but it's being obedient to the calling.
Yeah. And then honoring those around you, right? I think a lot of people don't honor the people around them. And a great example is, I talk about this in our business coaching and classes, is that when you come to the Millionaire Mind Boot Camp, this is what we train you and coach you on. It's a live boot camp. We have it in May, and then November. We're having one next month in San Antonio, every 6 months in November, and in May in San Antonio, Texas. But something that I coach and teach on is you got to honor your people. So if you send me an invoice and I have the money in the bank, and just because I have a scarcity mindset, you give me a 45-day net. Why would I take 45 days to pay it if I have the money? Pay the invoice. Right? Because it's the flow of the money, the money flow, they call it, right?
Flow of the
So,
money.
right,
Wow.
when you let go of what's in your hands, God will let it flow, right? Let it go, God will let it flow.
Wow.
But people hold on to that invoice, they don't want to pay it, and you're damming up. I'm going to give, in all seriousness, right? Think of me and you, we go out with the crew and we have a great dinner, and then we go back tomorrow, we have a great breakfast, then we have another great dinner, then another great breakfast, and we're eating like kings. but we're intaking healthy foods and doing great, but it's not flowing out. What's going to happen to our bodies?
It's going to get build up.
You're going to poison yourself.
Going to quickly. Okay, so if anyone wants to get in touch with you, where do they go?
You can, as a matter of fact, do me a favor. I'm going to give you my personal email, Daniel@DanielGomezSpeaker.com. That's Daniel@DanielGomezSpeaker.com, and send me an email and just put in your radio station here, Illinois Media. Oh, no. Well, what's the
Wise Coffee Chat? It's on WRMN.
Put in Wise Coffee Chat, and you're going to get a complimentary 30-minute discovery session with myself.
Did you guys hear that, my students?
Complimentary discovery session with me or one of my top people. And Daniel@DanielGomezSpeaker.com, subject line WiseCap, and we'll send you the link. Or you can do this: text the word millionaire, no caps, just millionaire, to 210-942-5059. That's 210-942-5059. And we're going to send you a free PDF with our millionaire affirmations.
I love that. So thank you so much, Daniel, for being here with us. I know that we're going to take a quick break, but I really appreciate you sharing. One more person we're going to bring on the air, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has 2 convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400 now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Systems run everything. Government, economy, media, justice. They shape your choices, your opportunities, your future. But do they work for you or against you? On Apolitical Talk Show, we break them down, not to destroy, but to understand. Because if you don't see how the system works, you won't see when it's being manipulated or who's benefiting from it. Power belongs to those who know the rules, challenge the loopholes, and demand accountability. That starts with knowledge. That starts here. Join us weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. as we uncover what's really happening behind the headlines, so you can decide for yourself what's fair, what's broken, and what needs to change. Apolitical Talk Show, breaking down the systems to build them up together. Right here, weekdays 4 to 6 on WRMN, the talk of the town.
All right, we are back and we have another amazing person that's part of the XPS Summit. It's Rita Rios, you said? Rita Rios. So can you introduce yourself to the viewers and the listeners, please?
Oh, here.
Yeah, the camera.
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Dr. Rita Rios, and I'm the CEO and founder of Brazilian Spa Suites, Cryo Doctors, Healing Through Cryo, our non-for-profit, and also Rio Vital Health Scans. And we're located here in Bolingbrook and Naperville, Illinois.
Wow, that's awesome. She just told me that she has the whole back corner over there. So I was like, wow. So I love the fact you're a Afro-Latina. Afro-Latina, and you have 4 little ones, right?
This is 30.
Oh, well, 4 children, 4 children.
Yes, 4
so
children.
Tell me a little bit about your journey into entrepreneurship. How did you end up where you were at?
I'm a functional medicine doctor for the Department of Veteran Affairs and Department of Defense. I retired. It's 25 years there. Just retired a couple of weeks ago. Was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer, which transitioned me into the spa world.
Okay.
After doing chemotherapy and radiation, I lost all my eyelashes, all my hair, became obsessed with that.
Oh my.
Built a spa around that and aesthetics oncology.
Okay.
And just from there, that's how I built the International Spa and Beauty Awards and started to do diagnosis on a holistic level.
Yes. So I couldn't stay for the award ceremony that you had last night, but tell me a little bit about that.
So the award ceremony was in its 9th year. And what we do is we highlight each entrepreneur in a different category. So we had chiropractor of the year, nurse practitioner of the year, plastic surgeon of the year. Then we had a special business segment for Kevin Harrington. We gave him a lifetime entrepreneurial excellence award. He actually came back. So he was the original shark from Shark Tank.
Yes.
He came back, received his award. We gave out for insurance, for real estate, youth boxing, just to highlight everyone. So we combine our traditional International Spa and Beauty Awards with business awards so we can highlight everyone.
That is amazing that you're doing that. So how long have you been doing this? So it sounds like you went from a situation you had to go through.
Yes.
And right, they say you take ashes to power. What is it? Beauty, ashes to beauty, right? So you were in a situation and you empowered yourself and did something for other people. How long has that taken?
I've been 16 years cancer-free, and I'm in my 9th annual International Business Summit and Award Show. And I've been working for the government for over 25 years. So all of that mixed together is, I would say, over 20 years of just transitioning to what my purpose is and being an entrepreneur and not have to focus on just a direct deposit, to be able to make what you make hourly within minutes.
Wow.
When we do this scan, it's 60 seconds, we charge $75. When we do targeted cryotherapy, 30 seconds, $99.
Wow, that is
so once
super
I learned
cool.
not to trade time for money, I could do whatever I want. I could be here on what's today, Wednesday, half sleep, just kicking it, So
That's amazing that
Thank
you're
you.
doing that. It's very admirable as well.
Thank you.
So were you a single mom as
Yes,
well?
I was single mom of 4. My youngest is 15. I have twins that are 21, and then my oldest is 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were doing this as you were building it. You were doing all this by yourself.
It was, I can't say that it was hard. It's just a lot of us. So we just had a lot of fun. I
Sure.
graduated high school when I was 15. I graduated college when I was 19. I graduated med school when I was 23. And then the babies just kept coming. On birth control, set of twins. Who would have known, right?
Wow.
And so,
That's nice.
single by choice.
Wow. Well, that's
But I'm
amazing.
searching. No, just kidding.
It's okay. Say it on here. It's all right.
But I'm searching out there.
She's searching. So why at the XPS Summit? What made you come to this summit?
So I actually had our show here last year. We just had our International Spa and Beauty Awards. And we focused on bringing Dr. Jung, who is Drake's plastic surgeon. We did a whole highlight of him.
Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah, Calvin, great guy, know him personally. And from there, I saw Martha and I wanted to give her the keynote speaker of the year. Right. And so I saw the expo last year that she did. And I was like, hey, there's several people there. And I could strategically target those people for my award show.
Of course.
Plus she was, she was great. And she
Sure.
was like, would you consider moving your show to October if we combined it? Because we were in the same location. And I was like, sure, let's do it. And that's kind of how it came about.
Went. Yeah, very nice.
Yep.
I love that you did that. So, as a single mom by choice, doing all this, building all these businesses, what advice would you give a viewer that's in entrepreneurship or maybe struggling? What would you advise them on succeeding in business?
One of my, I say weaknesses, right? Because we all have them, is delegation. I would try to do everything by myself. So allow someone to help you, build a team. It's okay to not be okay, right? It's okay to take a day and just chill, lay in the bed and watch Lifetime and eat a burrito bowl. You could do whatever you want.
I love that.
But, I also feel like the hustle is definitely so separate. So when you see other people doing things and you feel like, oh, I can do that, really make sure you can do it, right? A lot of people jump into stuff and they don't know if they can.
Yeah.
I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I look for others like that and then I pour into them. As soon as I get a hint that someone doesn't have that energy or I'm very spiritually aligned, I just miss that assignment and I go to the next, which are the people that are aligned in my life. So
I love that you do that because sometimes there are people that just can't keep up.
And you know what? I've always wanted to bring them in. I'm like, oh, you should do this. But I learned from Louis Farrakhan that the potential you see in the person is really what you would do in their situation. It's not that they have the go to do it. It's just you have it.
You see it because that's what you would do in their situation.
And it's not that they have the potential.
Oh, wow. That's another mic drop, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because sometimes, and then as women, we're nurturers by nature, right? We want to
Yes.
help, we want to nurture, we want to help someone grow. And then you're like, oh, you could do this, you could do that. And then you realize, like, no, they really can't, right?
Yes.
What's that saying? You could take a horse to water, but can't make
I
them
just
drink
said
it.
that yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm bringing them all to the water and they're not drinking. I'm like, hey, listen, now I give you the blueprint on how to make $1 million. I made it several times. Can I just show you how I made $1 million?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming up there. I'm going to do it. Nothing. Now I'm not convincing anyone.
There you go. Yeah, because it's a time or energy zapper, right?
Yes.
So if someone wants to reach out to you, where would they go?
I'm on Instagram, Dr. Rita Rios, and then also under 7-Figure Doc, Facebook, Rita Rios.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And everyone, thank you for watching and being with us today at WRM 1410 AM. You guys are amazing, and we'll catch you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm passing.